Good afternoon and welcome to Take Six. I'm News 6 anchor Lisa Bell, and this is our daily opportunity to check in with our reporters and our investigators to talk to them about some of the stories they are working on for News 6 starting at around 4 o'clock tonight. We want to check in with News 6's Julie Broughton, who is on the
Yes,
road right now.
I sure am. Yes, Lisa. I'm joining you from I-4. I'm not driving, clearly. There's Paul over there driving us safely back to the station. We've been out and about today. Oh, we're getting ready to cross the St. Johns River. It's very
That,
exciting to join you. We've been out handing out some Getting Results Awards, giving out some fresh $100 bills. So, an
nice.
exciting day today, Lisa.
That is
Yeah.
always
What's
fun.
going on back there?
Well,
Yes.
so far so good back here. But I know you have been working on a really cool story that is near
Yes.
and dear to my heart for getting results in our
Yes.
schools.
Yes, that airs today at 5:30 in our Getting Results in Our Schools segment. And we take you to the Dr. Phillips Center, such a beautiful venue, but what is happening inside, really beautiful. We're talking about the Disney Musicals in Schools program, and that's a partnership with Disney and the Dr. Phillips Center to provide sustainable theater education to Title I schools in Orange and Seminole counties. And you're looking now at some video of these amazingly talented kids. They get to go and perform one act from a Disney musical on the stage right there at the Dr. Phillips Center for their friends and family and teachers. And they have been working on this for about 17 weeks. And they've been working with different artists from Disney and have that support of Disney to perform these amazing shows. And Lisa, I know you were there. You got to watch. I spied a familiar face in some of the video. I spotted Mr. Henry in some of that video. So
Yes,
you got to see all this in action.
it has been such a phenomenal experience. I had never heard of Disney musicals in schools until they
Mm,
actually selected my son's school as one of the schools to introduce this program to. As you mentioned, they
mhm,
select 5 Title I schools each year,
mhm,
and they are 100% hands on in that first year. They have
mhm,
people from Disney who come and work with the kids, help with choreography, help with set design,
mhm,
help with costume design. And this year, for the first year, they allowed some of the teachers and staff to actually go to Disney and go into the Disney vault,
mhm.
if you will, and pick
Oh,
pieces
wow.
for their costumes. Yeah. So, and these are schools that don't have a theater program.
Mhm,
They're low income schools, Title I schools, and
mhm,
many of these kids, it's their first introduction into theater. And what an experience to have that
mhm.
first introduction be coming from Disney.
Yes.
Yeah. And then
Yes, and performing on that stage. Oh, go ahead.
right, yeah, exactly. And all the kids, they were so cute that night. They were all saying, "This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. This is a once in a lifetime
Yes.
opportunity." Telling each other, and it truly was. Yeah.
Well, and you think about like when you go to shows at the Dr. Phillips Center, all the greats who perform on those stages, and so they're right there on that very stage performing in that state of the art, beautiful theater. And one thing that was so amazing to see in that video, and you'll see that in our story tonight, is when the kids arrived at the Dr. Phillips Center. It was the biggest, most special reception that these kids received as they entered the Dr. Phillips Center. People lined up cheering for them, and it just made it such a special experience from start to finish for
Yes.
all these students, and I'm
Yeah.
sure parents like you who got to see it.
Absolutely. I mean, it was a wonderful, top notch experience. And the Dr. Phillips Center is such a great resource in our community. And they
Yes.
constantly are opening their doors to inviting school
Mm-hmm.
children in from all over Central Florida so they can
Mm-hmm.
experience theater and ballet. But for them to allow the kids to actually be on the stage, on the Walt Disney
Mm-hmm.
stage, and perform and look out into that audience. And it was packed because you had some 300
Mm-hmm.
kids there that night performing. It was just
Yes.
amazing. Yeah. So I'm excited that you're going to share
Yeah.
more
And
about that program.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I the longest running genie on Broadway, who's there
Y-
right now, is a graduate of Dr. Phillips High School. He has performed on that very stage, and he is
That's
in
awesome.
New York making it big. So we might have some future Broadway stars that
That
in
would be
that group that went
fantastic.
there that you'll see
Yes.
tonight.
Yes.
Yes, so that's coming up tonight in the Getting Results in Our School segment on News 6 at 5:30.
Yes. And we do want to get to the weather because you're starting to freeze a little bit. But it's
Yes.
important that we mention this
Oh
because we
no.
have some crazy weather
Yes.
headed our way.
Yeah, so we've encountered a few sea breeze showers already on our journey back from Volusia County. So today we go into the low 90s, about 30% chance of showers today, 90 for your high tomorrow, 93 on Thursday, all the way into the mid 90s for the weekend. Rain chances fairly low, but again, we are talking about more heat on the way. And of course, Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells will be in at 4, and we'll break all of this down for you in much greater detail because he
Okay.
will not be freezing. His signal won't be freezing at 4.
That's right. And I once again, I'm so looking forward to your story tonight at 5:30, and I'll be
Yes.
looking for my son, a
Yes.
familiar face, who is also on stage for
Mhm.
that, a once in a lifetime
Yes.
opportunity. So, all right, Julie,
Yes.
thank
All
you.
right.
Drive
See you in a few.
safely. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
And thank you so much for joining us here on Take 6. We hope you have a great afternoon, and we'll see you tonight on News 6 starting at 4.